Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
A jury finds Vianney Hosei guilty of first-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony, count 1, but not guilty for the second count of the first-degree CSC charge, and guilty for the lesser-included offense. Alternate Public Defender Peter Santos motioned to set aside the guilty verdicts. He argues that it's illogical to have a split verdict for alleged crimes that occurred in the same instance. He explains the difference in counts.
It was penile intercourse, the other one was digital penetration, but it basically occurred at the exact same time. So it's illogical for any jury to come to a guilty verdict under one and not the other, because it's happening at the same time. So there's a problem.
And further, Santos argued prosecutorial misconduct occurred during his client's trial.
They amended the indictment to take away what's called mental incapacitation. And we were barred from using the definition of mental incapacitation in our closing arguments. However, the prosecutor, knowing that mental incapacitation was not available, continued to use that to argue and fit it under physical helplessness.
Assistant Attorney General Christine Tenorio says the prosecution and victim are happy with the jury's determination. As for the accusations aired out in court against her by the defense,
as far as we're concerned, is he has a different interpretation of the law, but this was briefed and the law was well researched on the issue, so all arguments were fair.
Hosei faces a minimum imprisonment term of 15 years for his alleged role in sexually assaulting a 16-year-old victim of child pornography back in November 2018. As reported, the alleged violation was taped and occurred at a graduation barbecue for the then 18-year-old men, where drinking was involved amongst all the minors. Hosei was the single defendant in the case to maintain his innocence and take it to trial. After 4 days of trial and nearly 2 days of jury deliberations, he still awaits a decision by the court to determine if he will spend time behind bars. Santos tells KUAM that his client was confused by the split verdict.
He was confused by the verdict as well. It didn't make sense, even to him. I believe that we're going to appeal this if the verdict stands, and our Supreme Court will be able to address that.
Judge Elise Iriarte heard oral arguments on the motion and is taking the matter under advisement. Both parties are to submit briefs by April 23rd. Hosei is allowed to remain on house arrest pending sentencing.